What's up and welcome to Q256. In today's video, we are looking into the Chromecast with Google TV. So many people over here in this beautiful country of Uganda have never really got the hang of what it is streaming dongles do, or they're just beginning to get into the hype of the whole streaming thing. But the unfortunate bit about it is, despite everything, people are just looking to buy smart TVs. So basically your old TV is just left in a corner somewhere sitting because you have to buy a smart TV. But hey, come on, that's what this channel is all about, to give you the information that you do need to have. Now, once you've got yourself a streaming dongle, something like this one over here, you don't need that smart TV. Your very normal TV will get to do the things the smart TV can do. Now, this here is the Chromecast with Google TV. When you do get into the box, you just get the USB charger, you get a beautiful remote. Actually, for those that have been following Cast, especially the Chromecast series, you get to notice that the old ones did not have a remote. They were mainly geared towards just mirroring your phone to your screen, so it was more like a wireless adapter situation. But now this here has got its own beautiful remote. You've got a power adapter, right? The small power brick. Now this is what powers the device, and then the device itself. Mwah. Google Chromecast with Google TV, this one in particular is the white model. You can also get this in, there's a blue, sky blue, and some kind of pink, something like that. But in this one, I have the white one. I kind of prefer the white, it makes it look so elegant, something I like about white. This here is the new one that has just dropped. Still has the dongle looking thing at the bottom, and then of course with that cable that goes to the HDMI port. Now, I talked about the TVs earlier. If you have this big stomach TV, so sorry for you. Make sure your TV has got at least an HDMI port for this here to work. The beauty about this Google Chromecast is it is simple. It is plug and play, nothing really much to do. All you do is plug this end here into your HDMI port. I shall do a video showing you how to set it up and all that, but now just a quick look into it. You just plug this into your TV and then plug the USB cable down here on the USB Type-C port. Right here, this is where it will charge from, and then plug this power brick into your power source, and you're done setting up. As for the remote over here, it works via Bluetooth, so no need to fidget trying to set it up, no need to point it straight at the TV. All that just magically works by the beauty of Bluetooth right there. All you do for this is put in your two AAA batteries. AAA batteries, for those in Uganda, those are the very tiny ones. We normally go to the shop and ask for remotes, batteries for remote. Yeah, those very tiny ones. Yeah, so those are the AAA batteries. Kind of look something like that over there. Yeah, so just need a pair of AAA batteries. They are included in the box, and of course you just leave that and everything works beautifully. Wanna get yourself one of these? Oduka.com, www.oduka.com, link in the description for you to purchase yourself a wonderful Chromecast with Google TV at an affordable price. And of course, with Oduka.com, you are getting quality product. So the Google Chromecast with Google TV is one of the good choices you can have in terms of streaming devices. And here are some of the reasons as to why this actually does become a good choice for you. First one would be is this here enables you to download applications off the internet and install them on here. So it is Google, so it's running on a version of Android, which will be Android TV, the new version which they released. So you can as well go ahead and download applications onto this device here and use it, basically like having a mini Android device plugged into your TV. That just gives you beautiful flexibility. This here can allow you to do your your web calls and all of that. All those apps, you can just install them on top of those that are already pre-installed on here. You get all the streaming apps, like there's YouTube installed, Netflix, there is Hulu, Spotify, Prime Video. The list is really endless. There's Disney Plus, HBO Max, CBS, Stars, and a lot more. Basically, once you have this here plugged in, there's no time you'll ever say that you are bored, because there is a lot of content out there and everything is already pre-installed. No need to hassle. Set up, plug in, and play. Now this USB Type-C at the bottom here is not just only for charging this device. If you've got one of those USB Type-C hubs lying around, you can just plug that in here and power that hub using its own power. Now what you have created basically is an array of ports that you can plug in things into this device. The Type-C port down here enables this Chromecast here to read devices such as webcams. You can read your external hard drives, you can read even keyboard and mouse can be plugged in. It can all be read using this USB Type-C, but then you have that limitation of having to buy a third-party USB Type-C hub that you can plug in all this. Now this here just makes this small device very, very powerful. Quick look at the remote. Remote is simple. It just has this nice round interface up here. It doesn't spin round, but it does give you the up, down, left, right motion, and an enter button in the middle, back, home key, a mute button, YouTube, Netflix dedicated button, on, and of course TV source. And then the volume rockers are on the side to increase and reduce your volume, and that is it. The remote is just beautiful. It can fit in my hand just like that. It is nice and small. It feels premium, and I do actually love this remote right here. Now the other thing I really loved about this Google Chromecast with Google TV is the fact that voice assist just works beautifully. Now you just tap, there's a dedicated button for it over here, a black button for the Google Voice Assist. Now just press that and basically mention anything you want it to search for you. Like for example, if I'm looking for a movie to watch, maybe I just press this and say Money Heist, and then immediately, you know, it will bring out all the results on there from Netflix, from YouTube, and all those results, and I'll just simply pick out on what I want to watch. I found this really helpful, really beautiful, as opposed to, you know, clickety clack, you know, clicking each individual button trying to type out the word. It was beautiful. Now this Chromecast does support 4K. Few people in this here country, Uganda, do own 4K TVs. Now I wouldn't want you to run out there and buy this and, you know, it supports 4K and then come plug it into your 720p screen and be like, why isn't it showing me 4K? The two have got to work hand in hand. Your TV has got to be 4K compatible for you in order to, you know, watch things in 4K. But this here is 4K compatible, so if you have a 4K screen, it will automatically detect the resolution and then definitely give you picture in 4K, and that is something really, really awesome to have right there. Something that is compatible across all platforms. You can plug it into a 1080p screen, you can plug it into a 4K screen, and it will just adapt itself beautifully and have you your great content, and, you know, just keep streaming it right there for your watching and entertainment pleasure. Some of the requirements that you do need in order for this here to work beautifully, as I mentioned earlier, you need to have a power outlet for this power brick to plug in right there. So once that is sorted, you definitely have power to the device. You need a good internet connection. For those that have tried streaming Netflix, I believe you definitely know this. You found out the hard way. You need a good internet connection so that your movie doesn't have those few buffering breaks in between. And especially now for those that want to do it in 4K, you have got to have a really good internet connection in order for you to stream at 4K. But even at 1080, 1080p full HD, even at 720p HD, you still need quite a good internet connection in order for you to have your video content streamed right there. I did mention that your screen needs to have an HDMI port. That is a very big prerequisite because without that you can't really plug this anywhere. You do need to have a Wi-Fi connection because you do notice there is no network port on this device. It is very slim. It's too small to have any network port on here, so you do need to have a Wi-Fi connection. Now for those that do have the USB Type-C dongle, there's some of those that do have an RJ45 port. You can as well just plug in your network cable right there and have a cable connection fed into this. That is the beauty and power of this USB Type-C port down here. So for those that do have that dongle, you can go that route, but go with a good stable Wi-Fi connection and you shall have everything connecting very perfectly. Last among the list of of things that you must have in order for this to work perfectly, obviously, is a Google account. Now, this is a Chromecast with Google TV, so definitely you're going to need a Google account in order for you to sign in and sign up everything, and so that you get everything in working order. I shall be doing a video showing you how to set up everything from scratch, so make sure you keep locked right here on this channel, CUE256, for all those updates right there. Thank you so much for those that have subscribed. If you haven't, go hit the subscribe button right now, and of course, as usual, I shall see you in the next video. Cheers.